Welcome to Around Table. This is the episode where your favorite friends from the Reg My podcast get together around a virtual round table and talk about nothing and everything. Hey, all four of us are back again for the first time in what feels like forever.
Yeah.
I'm here with, he's a man's man. It's Cam.
I'm a man's man and a woman's man. I am just all around full complete man. It's man.
And then he's a ladies' man. It's Joe.
Oh, yes, I love the ladies. They're so nice.
He's a hungry man. It's Krager.
Oh, wait,
Hungry
I thought you always say me second, so I just assumed you're talking about me. Didn't even hear the name you said. Why'd you switch it up? I just talked over Joe.
Because I am a sad replica of a man, and I'm your host, Jordan. That's why.
You tricked
Krager.
Guys, you got me so
also tricked Krager.
Because you've always
I
done
did.
Cam, me, Joe, so
That was,
just
that was
totally
a pump
just threw
fake.
me off.
We've been on the air for less than 30 seconds, and it's already done.
I know. It's already, this whole thing's over. Let's just call it, guys. I'm still the champion. We'll see y'all next week. It's good. Okay, so I wanted to mention on this episode, we've mentioned it a few times in the past episodes, but I don't know if everyone always listens to our topic episodes if they don't like the topic, but we do have a new patron. Her name is Miss Ginge. She asked us to do The Shining, which we're going to be doing fairly soon here.
Dope.
Yeah, and she's a $20... She's a $20 patron, so she gets whatever she asks for.
Also,
she can have anything.
If she
Also,
wants
since
us
she-
to do this
she-
podcast in the nude, we can do it.
Yes. Sure.
I'm already winning
hold
a
on.
Hulu.
Also, if
My chair
if y'all want,
would
we
not
can
be
support.
sanitary
We
for
can
my
shout
chair.
out and support her. She has her own Twitch channel that she streams often, and you can go support it. It is all lowercase Miss_Ginge. That's MISS_GINGE.
Yes, go and follow her. And you know what I learned? If you are an Amazon Prime member, you can use a free subscription to a Twitch channel every month.
Exactly.
And it costs you nothing, but it's like a $5 tier subscription to Twitch people. It really helps them out. So go do that for Miss Ginge. I might do it for her this next month. I usually do it for Chris over at the Drinking Alone with Friends podcast. But I might switch it up for Miss Ginge this next month. She'll get my Amazon Prime subscription over there.
If we all do Miss Ginge,
Other
she gets
thing
her
I wanna-
money back. Even if it's $5 each.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I also like how you use the adjective "do." I prefer subscribe. So
Well, I like girls.
there you go. Cam. Yeah. Cam, I want to mention something on here. We got a YouTube comment from someone you may know.
Did we?
on my latest episode that didn't even have you in it. It was the Strangers episode. But Sean Kelly, your old student, he was like, "Hey, say hey to Mr. Molidor for me."
Thanks, Sean.
Sean Kelly, we're so.
Thanks, Sean.
I would also like
I
to
hope you're doing
personally
well,
apologize. I would like to personally apologize to all our fans. We're sorry you've had to deal with so much Jordan Madison only content lately.
Oh, no, people love it. Are you kidding? Our numbers go up every time it's just me and Madison.
From 0
I
to
know.
Madison listening to the episode also.
Yes, exactly. It's because people tune in hoping to get the video of it because, I mean, she's a good-looking fella, so...
Yes, fella.
All right, so we're going to move into our first segment, which is beer review. I don't know if we all have beers or not, but I'm going to play that funky music, white boy, and bring us into the segment, and then we'll see what we got going on. All right, so Cam, I know you're drinking something. Cam, what are you drinking?
Yeah, when am I not? This.
Well, and you also told me before.
yeah. I actually just finished it. This is the last beer in my house, but it's a Molson's Golden Ale. It's just a cheap Canadian beer.
I was going to say, it looks like Canadian with that leaf on it.
Oh, don't you know?
Yeah, it is, and it's I had the first time I had this, I was 19 years old in Vancouver, and
the Couve.
The Couve.
The Couve.
Nice
and I remember it being pretty good. Pretty good. And then I bought it again, and it's just a really good cheap beer, better than most American cheap beers. So
Yeah, and Cam said that he got a 6-pack for $7. You can't beat that.
Wow.
I did do
You
that.
really can't.
That's insane.
That's kind of awesome.
Krager, I saw you popping a bottle over there, sipping scissor on the ice. So what do you got?
It's actually canned. So it is Wild Leap Brewing Co. Cookies and Cream Stout. It is quite delicious. I bought this actually last weekend when I went to go hang out with Cole and Cam and Anna at Cole's house, and it was quite delicious. I'll read you the back. It says, "If you don't go wild, sorry, can't talk. If you don't,
that's what it all says
that
on the
voice
back
ready.
of the can. He's just reading it verbatim.
The throat clear, everything.
If you don't do wild things when you're young, you'll have nothing to smile about when you're old. Cookies and Cream Stout is a sweet and creamy milk stout with coca, vanilla, and lactose. Caution: do not twist
coca?
can and lick them.
Is it
Cocoa.
Is it cocoa? Cacao?
Coca.
At the Coca Cabana.
Coca is the leaf that cocaine's made out of.
It explains why I'm so happy right now.
Coca leaf.
I mean, a lot of things come from that plant, though.
That's true.
But it also says,
no.
it says, caution, do not twist can and lick the middle. So, yeah, there's that.
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Might cut your tongue.
Do it.
Hey, Joe, are you drinking a beer?
Yeah, and to all the viewers, while it looks like I might be in a room right now, to myself, it looks like I'm on the beach, or as they might say, a playa, because I am drinking Corona Premium.
Oh, nice.
And all the taste of Corona Extra with all the calories of Corona Lights.
Hashtag sponsored by Corona over here. Oh, I like it. So I'm the only one. I have my bottle of gin that I'm drinking. No, it's just water. I have one beer in my house right now, and I'm actually saving it for a picture, so I can't drink it. So
how do you only have one beer in your house?
Hey, look at Dolphin.
Because I drank all the ones you gave me, Krager. I just haven't posted them yet.
If only there's a way you could buy more.
You know what? We've had a busy weekend. I haven't had a chance to get out there yet. Although I will be watching the FC Dallas game later, so I might go get some beer for that because I am now an FC Dallas fan living out here.
I'm wearing a Georgia Bulldogs t-shirt. Go Dogs.
There you go.
Hey.
Go Dogs. Okay.
Snoop Dogg just walked by. It's not playa, it's playa.
Oh my God. Still going on that. Okay, so we have a, I think we're going to throw it over to Krager for our Would You Rather segment. So, hey, Jordan, play us into that Would You Rather segment.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
All right, guys. So, it has come to my attention that there may be an adorable up-and-coming podcast out there that has been doing and saying some questionable and quite slanderous things. Don't interrupt me while I'm talking. And I gotta say, it breaks my heart to hear that. I prepared a damn statement to read.
I didn't give Krager anything to read. Krager prepared this himself, so he has the floor.
Now,
This is why writers don't act in their own thing.
So Krager, continue.
Yeah, go ahead, Krager. Back to one.
Gosh. And I gotta say, it breaks my heart to hear the things people will do and say to desperately try and grow a following. One could say it's Kardashian-esque. I definitely wouldn't call it an elite kind of move. I can think of at least 8 other ways to go about trying to build your brand as opposed to starting some kind of showdown. You know, like with a more loved and quite superior podcast. It also pains me to see some people get all upset when others quote their sayings and then not want to use said sayings anymore. Imitation is the biggest form of flattery, and you must never give up on what got you to the low pedestal you have worked so hard to get to. Which is why we will not be moving on. And we are proud to bring you the staple segment of Around the Round Table, Would You Rather?
In other words, Big Chuck and Tim, fuck you.
Is this the staple segment of Around the Round Table?
I don't know.
Apparently they think so.
This is probably just as far as they get before they stop.
Yeah, they stopped the first segment. To be honest, Would You Rather is the one I put the least amount of effort into.
Yeah,
That's why I cut it out most weeks. So I'm glad. You know what? They can have my sloppy seconds. They can take it and do what they want with it. But Craig,
Would
I
you
think
rather
that you
is
have
sponsored
one. You
by
want to ask
Elite Eight
us.
Showdown?
Yeah, yes. Which actually, hang on. Before we do Would You Rather, I do want to mention that Elite Eight Showdown, they are a great podcast because they are educational as well as entertaining, because they've taught me that I've completely thought that the word sponsor that's in the dictionary has been wrong all these years. They've taught me that sponsor actually is just anything you say is a sponsor. It just magically is a sponsor. It doesn't matter about definitions or meanings or anything. So guys, can you believe it that we are sponsored by Amazon.com? We're also sponsored by an amazing website called Redbubble.com.
What? Wow.
And Patreon. Have you ever heard of that? We're sponsored by Patreon as well as Apple. I use all Apple products. We're sponsored by them, man.
I mean, I gotta
Can you
say-
believe it? I said it. It's a thing.
You know what would almost make it sweeter is if one of the members of said lower tier podcast was actually giving us money to our Patreon. That would be just like crazy.
Yeah, I agree. So
I'm over here sponsored
thank
by
you for teaching me
HP
what.
and Corona, where you can make a beach
Corona.
anywhere.
Yeah, if we say we're sponsored on the podcast by Elite Eight Showdown terms, we're sponsored by them. Doesn't matter if it's true or not.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. How does it feel to be sponsored by Apple? We got that. We got Steve Job money coming in here.
We're
Posthumous.
gonna keep all the doctors away. We're gonna keep all the
Posthumous.
doctors away.
Yeah, posthumous. Posthumous means he's dead.
Posthumous. Yeah,
No, I know, but it's just the way you said
I used a word
it.
correctly. I used the word correctly, unlike Elite Eight Showdown, who
Hippopotamus?
doesn't use the word sponsor correctly.
All right, what's
All
our
right,
Would You
guys.
Rather?
Craiger, what's your
All
Would
right.
You Rather question for us? Now that we've bashed
you
on
ra-
them enough.
Would you rather know how you will die or know when you will die?
All right, so I was expecting a little bit more like, would you rather have like 8 dicks in your mouth or 25 chickens up
No,
your butt?
see-
'Cause that's
see,
kind
we
of what
hear-
Big
we
Chuck
he-
asks.
no.
Those are like the only thing Big Chuck asks.
No, see, that's the thing. We here at the Wreck My Podcast and around table, we have class and taste, and we don't need to stoop down to the slummyish Kardashian level esque tactics to try and gain more fans. We keep
do
it
you got
classy
against the
and have
Kardashians?
taste.
I know, he really is hating on the Kardashians.
I'm pretty sure like half that family are billionaires.
Just felt right.
So would
they
we
gained
rather
it
know
off of
when we
one
die or
sex
how we
tape.
die is the question.
Yes.
That's true. Is it so how we die or when we die is the question,
Yeah.
right?
So
Correct.
I've been dead inside for 13 years. And so I think just knowing when my body will catch up is more important, because if I had the how, I would be way too anxious, right? Like if it was like got hit by a bus, I'd be like, I
would never go anywhere near a bus. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I would be able to live my life to its fullest up until that date.
I 100% agree with Cam. I would definitely want to know when. It gives you a timeline. That way you can basically say, I want to complete or do all this crap before this specific date. And then when you're on
before
that
tomorrow.
date, you can just be on a beach with a Corona and then enjoy your death happily.
Oh my god.
I swear, if Corona doesn't sponsor us after this,
Freaking Tony Romo over here.
Oh yeah.
I'm actually going to go separate from everyone. I'm going to say I want to know how.
I knew you were
Because
going
I
to
feel
go
like
with
if I
how.
knew when, yeah, I would rather know how. Because if it's like, hey, you're going to die in a parachute accident, then I would literally just never go parachuting.
Yeah,
then
but for
also
someone
what
who
would
is
probably happen
always
I'd be
on a
walking
plane-
down the street. Well, I was going to say I'd be walking down the street and someone else parachuting would just land on me.
Yeah.
That would be I'd die.
See,
But I know I want how.
yeah, see, this one's tough because I come from the thought of knowing when isn't necessarily the healthiest, because then, like, I don't know, like, it kind of like can taint your aspect on life. What's so fucking funny, Joe?
First of all, taint.
Okay, touche.
Also, Joe's just having a great time with his
He's
Corona.
living life.
I'm
man.
just on a beach.
One could say
playa.
he's living life to the premium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corona.
But the more I thought about this, like, yeah, because if you avoid that one thing, it'll eventually get you, kind of like in the Final Destination movies and stuff like that. So I think I kind of go against my regular thinking on this one. I have to go with knowing when, because like you just gotta hope it's not like 10 minutes and then you're like, well, this is gonna suck. But like if you
it's in 10 minutes, it's in 10 minutes. We all die anyway. So it's like,
I
know.
What does
true.
it matter?
yeah.
So we all know that we are going to die at some point, and I think the beauty of it is that we'll never know how.
Yes.
So,
Right?
Krager,
So we're like,
go ahead, Cam.
and I was just gonna say, so like when isn't to me as toxic because we already know that that's going to happen.
Yeah, Krager, what if
But
you
see,
find
how
out?
am I supposed to?
What if you find out that you die from like a brain aneurysm that can happen at any time? You have no idea if it's going to be tomorrow or in 30 years.
Yeah. You just sealed it for me, Joe. I don't need that.
Not every
that's a
death
little
is
hard.
hit by a car or a parachute.
Wait, they're
Yeah,
not.
you can get
You know,
you can have an erection that lasts longer than 4 hours.
And you drop dead.
That's the way I want
but
to go.
if you get to the hospital in time,
Cam, I loved
I'm
your
gonna
joke,
stick with
by the
my-
way. Earlier this week, where you're like,
one?
aren't you supposed to call a doctor whenever an election lasts this long?
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
I'm going to stick with my how I die, though, because I just feel like I wouldn't be myself if I didn't constantly live in the existential fear of when am I going to die. So-
Pretty
I
accurate,
feel like when
yeah.
you know
Yeah,
when you're
so
gonna die,
I
you
can't-
become more true to who you are. Like you don't have these like if you can try to live the life you want to live. I don't know.
See, I don't agree with Jordan, because if it says death by car accident, your anxiety would be to the roof every single time you're in a car for the rest of your life.
It's true. It's true.
Rather,
But you know what?
if it said when and it said, oh, you're going to die in 40 years, you're going to have no worries for the next 40 years.
Well, are we going as far to say that you can't die until 40 years? So, like, even if I like jumped out of a plane without a parachute,
you know
it's like
when
you
you're
land
going
and you're
to-
No,
good.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you're gonna
no.
you're gonna
You're
fall
predestined.
down. No, he's gonna fall down on a truck that's carrying a ton of mattresses with a trampoline under, and he just bounces off like a dainty little butterfly.
No, that's not how it works. You can't just go like I'm gonna stab myself a bunch of times and see what happens. Like you can't do that.
And the hospital brings him back.
I don't know.
He didn't die.
Yeah, you might be able to. It doesn't mean it's a good idea.
That's so funny. They said I'd die in 40 years. They didn't say I wouldn't spend the next 40 years being a vegetable.
Yeah.
Anyway,
gosh.
let's move on to.
It's just when they pull the plug.
I've got a question for you. Yeah. I have a random question for you guys,
Random.
which I think I know the answer for Cam and Joe, but I don't know the answer for Krager, but I'm going to ask it.
C.
So, C, all the above. D, all the above. With Halloween just passing, and we're looking forward to next year, since this one kind of didn't have a lot of the Halloween fanfare we're used to, there is a thing called Halloween Horror Nights back in California, where
And
you
Florida.
do all the mazes and stuff. And Florida, correct, and Florida. I'm sure
They
other
don't
places
count.
that have theme parks do.
Universal
But my
Studios.
question is,
Dollywood.
my question is, do you guys enjoy going to these things?
No.
And do you like the mazes at these
No,
things?
I don't like
I
either
knew
of them.
Cam would say
both are
no.
both are dumb. I'm not going to pay money to just have like a whole bunch of drama kids from high school scream at me and make sparks. I have no desire.
I absolutely
I like that. And then
love
Joe, I think you're the
going
opposite.
to those things. I think it's so much fun going to those. It's the decoration and everything is just so great. The effort that they put into like the makeup and the masks is awesome as well. Especially when it comes to the mazes and it's a movie you love, you almost like put into those scenes and the environment that's around you. Highly recommend the front of the
So
line
see,
pass.
I knew Cam would be a hell no. I knew Joe would be a hell yeah, and Krager's a hell maybe. I don't know.
I'm actually on the hell yeah side. Like I freaking love them. They're so much fun. Like
Oh.
I don't get scared. Plus, like when you're in high school, they're the best. You go with the girl, she's freaked out, holding on to you. It's the best. Are you kidding me? Like that was a
Fun fact,
pinnacle.
Krager. You can go to one of those with a girl who's not in high school and still have a good time.
And it's legal.
I said
All right,
when.
bye everybody. That was a great show.
Can't beat that.
I said when. Back when I was in high school, Joseph. God. Oh.
So I'm with Cam on this. I don't like those places either.
Yeah.
I don't know why I would pay. I love scary movies. I don't being in scary situations. I don't like being. So I will definitely sit from the sidelines.
For me, it's it's not real, and I like the effort they put in. It's fun. Like I can get scared. It's just very difficult, and so I enjoy seeing the effort. And it's also like I guess selfishly, it makes me feel good. Like everyone's scared around you. It's like nah, not scared. Like it's a little bit like. Yes, you can.
Can I make a clarifying statement here?
Clear eyes.
I'm not scared because it's not scary because it's a scary maze. To me, if it was like an empty building with a big long area that I'm trapped in and I have to go from one side to the other and I can't get out and there's people behind me and in front of me and I feel stuck, that's the scary part. I don't care if there's like fuzzy bears popping out at me or dead people. Doesn't matter to me. I just don't want to be stuck inside. That's what scares me.
If Jordan was a mouse that needed to go through the maze to find the cheese, he would just stay in the entrance and just die there.
I'd die of hunger because I don't want to go in the maze.
But also, like Joe made a good point. Like it's really cool to see all the work they do, the detail they put into it. You can get immersed into something you enjoy, and plus, like. The drunker you get, the funnier it gets. I'll tell you what, man. If you ever go to one of those things drunk, it's hilarious.
And it's also a great place to get a high school girl drunk, too, right, Gregor?
Why do you have to make things so much worse, guys?
Great places.
Well, Krager made a really good point, though. That effort, because they can't physically touch you, so they have to figure out a way of how to throw you off and scare you in other ways and be creative in that sense.
But it's not that hard. You just make a big sound and a scary image. Biologically, it triggers our fight or flight. That's just how it works. That's why jump scare is cheap.
Well, see, for me, it's like I enjoy like going through it and trying to figure out when they're going to jump out at me and like where it's coming from. Like that to me is like gives me enjoyment.
So you like the anticipation?
Yeah, it's like, well, it's also like
I
see it like
all part of it.
I see it as like a challenge. You know, it's like ooh, I want to figure out where it's coming from before it comes.
Is this psychological edging?
Kind of, actually.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important.
Psychological edging, yeah.
And that's why it's so important to get the front of the line pass, because then you're the first people to walk through the maze and you can't be spoiled by the people that are in front of you.
Yeah, and then there's no excess splooge from other people in front of you. So,
and then it's just psychological blue balls.
Shout out Cole Fenn or Clum.
All right.
Oh man.
So I asked this question because did you guys know now Disney supposed to be this like more kid friendly, happy version of things, but
so they have an anti-Semitism Fright Fest maze.
No. Disney Hong Kong, the rules are a little bit different over there.
Yeah.
So for 3 years, no, it's true because I mean Asian cultures look their horror movies are way scarier than American horror movies.
It's ingrained in their culture, yeah.
Yeah. So at Disney Hong Kong, they had a thing called the Nightmare Experiment for 3 years, and it was essentially like the super scary mazes that's at Universal Horror Nights and everything, but it was Disney characters in these crazy situations. So
and
like
just a whole bunch of female horses at night.
So like a bunch of
just all these female. Yeah. No, what it was is so I'll tell you what happened in the first year they did it. So like you went into this like doctor's laboratory and he said that I'm going to put you in this weird dream reality that ends up turning into a nightmare. And so you come across like the Princess and the Frog section. There's like a voodoo doctor where there's a bunch of like faceless demons and ladies with like red veins for hair. And then you end up getting rescued by Jack Sparrow, who takes you to a fort prison where all the prisoners have been killed and tortured and mutilated and are just kind of like hanging there and disemboweled. But there's a skeleton that starts chasing you while you're going through it, so you are kind of running away from that, and then you end up in Sid's room with a bunch of mutant toys. But I mean, like, that's not that scary. It's like, okay, cool, you wanted to throw Toy Story in here. But then next, which is the craziest part, I think, is you go to Wonderland, where you go to the Red Queen's castle, but it's like an asylum, and in one of the areas is the Mad Hatter with a tea party, but there's like all these like bodies with no heads, and his whole thing is like he wants to take people's heads off. So you, unbeknownst to the people going through the maze, one person in your crew is a cast member, but they play it off like they're part of the tourist group. And so the Mad Hatter picks them out and grabs them and pulls them in and sits them down and then goes to decapitate them. And right before he decapitates them, like the curtain falls and stuff. So you're freaking out because you think this person that you've been going through this maze with that's part of like your group just like got pulled into the thing and all that.
That's pretty cool.
So I mean, it's immersive. I get that it's probably not like super gory looking or anything like that.
Would I still go to it? No.
I wouldn't because again,
I
maze.
get scared of the Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy.
At the end there when it's like the
When it goes, "Ah!" Yeah, and then the whole time you're getting chased by like a sky demon. It's just not my thing.
Well, the second year they did it, you actually went to Hades, the underworld where Hades is from Hercules, and there was like this big battle going on and stuff and all that. No, yeah, it's real scary.
Hey, Joe, what can you
You're
do
now in Haiti. Experience a hurricane.
Yeah, or
drink a Corona
Yeah, there you go.
in a hurricane.
All right, guys. When you have a Corona in your hand, you're always in the eye of the storm. All right, so let's talk about our hashtag problem here. All right, I have a what am I looking for? Disclaimer. I'm like, what's that thing at the beginning of a movie? I have a disclaimer for you guys.
What were you going to say? Were you going to say discrusion? That's what it sounded like.
I was going to say discrepancy.
Disgruntled scrotum.
But, yeah. Hey, Cam, pull your mic closer to you because now you're quieter than you were.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Here's my disclaimer for you guys. I want our hashtag problems to be as trivial and menial as possible because I understand there's probably a lot of hashtag problem things out there that we could be talking about that everyone's seen on their feeds for the past November 4th on. So let's talk about something a little bit less
serious,
important than that. Yeah. So which, Cam, do you want to start or you want me to start so you can think about it?
Oh, I'll start. I got one.
All right.
Yeah, I was diagnosed with... I'm just kidding. As you know, since I moved out here to Tennessee, and the movers came, and there was a whole awful scenario with them. Yeah, I have just my guest room is still just full of cardboard and all the boxes because I'm waiting for Corey to get here so we can put stuff away together, right, and make it our home instead of me decorating it as my home, and then she telling me to move it somewhere else. So I'm just gonna wait. And so I have so much cardboard in the house, but we've also been ordering more furniture, so I just keep adding more and more cardboard to the house. And right now it is moved from the guest bedroom, which is 12 foot by 13 foot. Okay. It is moved from that out into the living room where I have 6 more cardboard boxes and a rug. So I am just tired of cardboard. I cannot wait till Corey gets here just so we could put stuff away together, and then I throw it all away and I finally have I feel like I'm in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Well, you're not going to keep all that cardboard for the next time you move?
No, only that was a stupid joke. I was just going to make. I'm not even going to say it. So yeah, I want it out.
All right, get it out. Get that cardboard out.
Right.
Hashtag cardboard problems.
Yeah.
Krager, what's your hashtag problem?
I go to Joe. I want to hear Joe's.
Joe. Oh, now you want me to go to Joe. You okay? All right, Joe. What's your hashtag problem?
My hashtag problem was I had to put in gas this week. I haven't had to put in gas in like a month.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, Joe, I'm curious. How much is gas in SoCal right now?
I don't know. It's like $2.89 or something like that. Or at least where I went.
Oh, that's pretty low.
$2.90, something
low.
like that.
Yeah,
$2.99.
That's pretty low.
It was definitely in the high
170.
twos. Oh yeah, let's see.
Yeah. 170 out here.
170. I got 150 yesterday. We filled up out here.
Yeah, but you are in Texas though, where all the
I was
oil
gonna
is.
say we literally just went out to the back and threw a hose.
I was
in the ground.
gonna say the gas stations just have a hose in the ground. Just
I think it's like
Have you guys noticed how
Exactly.
stupid the gas pumps are though? Like they're just the tube.
Yeah.
They don't have
Oh yeah, out here there's
no
just
nozzle?
tubes. Yeah, it's
yeah.
it's very weird. They're very minimalistic.
Yeah.
yeah.
do you guys live in a state where you have like
not
attendants?
functional.
No.
No.
I know.
I live in a state where we have
Do you,
I'm living in
Cam?
a state where we have crime.
Yeah. Did you say attendance? Like
Full service.
Yeah, like
Oh,
in
yeah, like
Oregon.
a present here.
full teacher mode. I thought you said attendance like taking roll.
Here.
There's no gas station attendance here. No. There's just a whole.
I think
bunch
there's only
of,
like 2 or 3 states in the whole country that do that.
Yeah. And now you don't. In Oregon they passed it to where you can pump your own gas now.
And people don't know what to do.
Finally, we can finally trust Oregonians
to pump their own
so
gas.
Krieger, what? Yeah, Krieger, what's your hashtag problem?
My hashtag problem is
He hasn't made his bed.
That's what the maid's
What's
for.
funny is I actually just got the room service yesterday, so it was completely made as of last night. But yeah, no, I'm not making a hotel bed.
But the funny thing is, he sleeps at night. So.
Yeah, funny thing, ha ha. My hashtag problem is one. It's really hot and humid here. Like, it's hotter here than it is in California. I was expecting, it's going to be nice and cold, and I can wear my beanies and my sweatshirts and my sweatpants, and nope, it's warm. It's all of this upcoming week. It's going to be about 80 to 79 every day. But here's the kicker: it's going to be pouring rain while I'm working outside.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
It was
rough.
actually
so
just
much
raining
fun.
here yesterday, and it was really cold yesterday. It's the first
It
time we ran
snowed
a
in
heater
Tehachapi.
in a
It
year.
snowed in Utah.
Well, there you go. I like how Krieger said the temperature's been anywhere from 80 to 79.
No, I'm
lately.
saying-
like
I'm saying-
1
no,
degree.
I'm saying-
his range is not even a degree.
I'm saying for next week, my phone is saying it's going to be like 80, 79, 78, 79. Like in that, like basically
I thought you were like-
for all of the work, for all.
It's been here. It's been 80 to 79. I'm going to go backwards and not do a proper gap.
No, I'm saying that's the high temperature it should reach. So it's going to be like warm, humid, and raining while I'm working outside for 10 hours a day.
Sounds miserable.
Yeah, not thrilled.
miserable.
Every time I leave my apartment for this past week, it was 32 degrees or lower.
Oh my gosh, dude! I'm in the low 70s with a slight breeze. It's been beautiful the past week in Texas.
Suck
Hey,
it.
A little
Cam.
bit more north on the equator than you guys, though.
That's true.
Cam, since you were in Tennessee for a chunk of the summer, a small chunk, let it be.
A chunk of the summer.
How humid
Come on.
was it actually there?
Anywhere from 96 to 98% humidity.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's.
I gotta
pretty
ask you
brutal in that
guys:
part of the country.
would you guys prefer cold
disgusting.
and rainy or warm and rainy while working outside? Which do you prefer? Because I think that cold and wet will be way worse than warm and wet.
I agree with that. I think warm and I always preferred I like tropical rainstorms in Florida or Hawaii. Or whatever.
and I know that
think
Joe
it's fine.
Joe and I always prefer warm and wet.
Yeah,
I saw that one coming.
You can't be
Yeah,
too
you-
cool when
dude,
it's cold
you
and wet.
Lob that.
I like to
No.
make thick in the warm.
All right, guys. My hashtag problem for you is I watched a movie recently.
Oh, no.
How
called
dare you.
Ad,
What a
How
shame.
dare I? It was called
Actually,
Ad
it's
Astra.
a film.
Oh, you watched Ad
Astra?
Astra?
I did, yeah, Ad Astra, and I heard great things about it, and that has to be one of the worst movies I've seen since A Star Is
Doesn't
Born.
have the Pitster in
was
it?
Brad Pitt really handsome in it, though?
Brad the Pitt?
Was he really handsome in it?
Of course he was handsome in it.
There you go.
but,
That's all
I
you
mean,
need.
that
That's
doesn't-
what that
man,
movie's
that-
for.
Literally,
movie
though,
looks
this movie was
good.
him just exposition the whole time. It was so boring.
Wait, he
So
was
it's
in a
X-Men.
Ford?
It made no sense. He was in a Ford, yes. X-Men joke, Ford joke, love it. So that's why hashtag problem. Also, did you guys know that WWE has branded wine?
Why would I know
No,
that?
I need it.
There's an Undertaker Cabernet Sauvignon and an Ultimate Warrior Zinfandel that you can pre-order right now for $100 to get both.
Holy
bottles.
crap.
Way too much money.
Way too much.
It's
Way too much.
stupid.
Go check out our sponsor, winesthatrock.com.
Those are all just wines made by Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
If I'm gonna buy,
No, seriously though, this company makes only branded wines. They have Rolling Stones wine, Kiss wine, The Police, Hallmark Channel wines, Star Trek wines. For some reason, the pop punk band All Time Low has their own branded wines. They have the Grateful Dead wine, Downton Abbey, 50 Shades of Grey.
It's got to be
Nice.
It's got to be called All Time Merlot. Come on, it has to.
All
It
Time
has
Merlot.
to.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. All right, guys, I have some Patreon questions to ask. And actually, this month, a lot of people wrote in for Patreon questions, which
awesome.
normally we only get
Yeah,
2 or
Elite
3
Eight Showdown.
people.
We have fucking really active patrons.
Yeah, we have 2 or 3 this show that we got to do to even try and get it all done this month.
Charlie, Tim, fuck out of here with that shit.
I just want to say to
Tim's actually one of the ones that asked the question.
I want to say to Elite 8, I'm just really happy that I actually listen to your show regularly. You know, I just love listening to podcasts.
It's funny because he doesn't.
Yeah, it's like, do you get it?
No, that's what season 1 Cam would say. But season 2 Cam.
Well, see, we're not.
Are we officially in
Cam
season
doesn't get that
2?
joke at all.
Yeah. No, we.
Yeah, they're in season 2. We're like the Simpsons. We're on like season 30 right now.
Yeah, we
so
are.
I don't know where they've been.
And I also predict social anomalies.
Yes, Simpsons did it. All right, so here's play that funky music, Patreon jingle. We just got a question. We just got a question. We just got a question. It's from Patreon. All right, so here is, I don't know how, without actually having the board in front of me, I don't know how to cue myself to get the music in here.
Just the same way that you did before, the entire time, all 100 times.
Yeah. All right. So here's the first question from a good friend of the show, Jason, from the Jason and Mindy podcast, as well as the difference between us, as well as 500 other podcasts. Go check out our overlords at Low Tree Studios. They got some good stuff. He said, "What's the experience like podcasting separately? Do you and Cam miss California? And when do you see ourselves getting together in person again?"
Doesn't even know I'm not in California.
Well, he wrote this before you moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't move, everyone. I'm just here extended work leave.
Went.
Yeah, he went out for a pack of cigarettes from California, and he's never going to come back.
Sorry, Johnny. You're stuck
Poor
with my
Krager
child.
Jr.
Poor Ellie.
I'm poor Ellie. I miss a lot about California. But the things that I do really miss really is just all my friends. So I miss sitting around our table and shooting the shit and talking and telling jokes and smelling Krager's like gross taquitos and like and it's not a euphemism, even though he does have more than one gross taquito.
Wow. Wow.
Because they come in 2 packs.
Hashtag sponsor 7-Eleven.
They don't have any out here.
But like, yeah, I miss Mexican food. I miss Mexican food. And other than that, I really like Tennessee. It's just that, and Jason, I'm probably never going to see you again. So,
well, let's be honest. You've only saw him once in the whole time, so he got his one.
Yeah, except for when he was on the show. Like that was the only other time I'd seen him.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was on the show too a while back. Yeah,
but like at their where they record, yeah, I'm never going to see him again.
Yeah, I'm with you, Cam. I think the one thing, because I love Texas. Honestly, I like Texas more than California when it comes to like prices and geographical location and stuff like that. The only thing I do miss is that, so there's one problem. It's hard to make friends when you're an adult because you don't have anything that you're forced into. Even more so when you're COVID bound, because things aren't.
That's why you make friends
open.
at work.
But I work from home with the same 4 people I've worked with my whole life, so it doesn't work that way for me. So that's
I've
why
made
it's
friends
like,
at work, and they're all pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of a bummer not being able to just hang out. And to the podcasting question, yes, obviously, as you can tell how I get frustrated week in and week out with technology problems, I hate the experience of podcasting remotely, but it's what we got to do to have it keep going, and you just got to roll with the punches because it's inevitable and whatever else 4 years strong said. So
that's the question just for us, though, right?
What do you mean?
The question was just for us. It was, how do you like do you miss California? Krager, you didn't move forever.
Yeah, that's true. Krager can't miss California that much because he's going back to it.
Yeah.
Well,
and Joe is
basically
living life on the beach with his Corona in California.
What I miss about California is being able to get weed delivered to my house. I cannot have it
Can't
here.
say I utilize that.
There's nothing here. It's my favorite thing for my migraines. It works better than any other medication I've ever used. It helps me go to sleep. It's really fun to watch cartoons, and I just it's so frustrating.
Cam, are you one of the states that it recently passed in?
Nope.
Sucks to be you.
Are you close enough to the Oklahoma border? No, not Oklahoma. What border are you close to? Atlanta?
I'm
Georgia.
I'm close to Georgia and Arkansas and North Carolina.
Do any of those have weed services?
Georgia has medical.
I didn't know
that. But I'm not a Georgia resident, so I can't get it.
Bummer.
And then,
but Krager is.
Yeah, but also, hey, bleep this whole part out.
I don't know why you had me bleep out the fact that you stuck a corn cob up your butt, Cam, but okay, I'll bleep it out if you want.
It's ripped for your pleasure.
It's kerneled for my cornel.
Do I get to participate in this question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, so
my hotel is great.
Hashtag sponsor Hilton Garden
my
Suites.
hotel is hotelly. Yeah, honestly, like it wasn't as bad when Cam first told me before I came here it was a crime riddled place an hour and a half away from Cole in Atlanta. I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. I'm gonna be in my hotel room. I'm gonna go to work, come back to my hotel room, and then sleep. Go, yeah, Cam.
I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make a joke, but it wasn't funny, so I just stayed here until you were continuing talking, so I could look at you.
Thank you for that. All right,
Yeah.
So. But I gotta say, it hasn't been as bad as I thought it was. The three other coworkers I'm working with are cool. You know, we'll have like beers down and like a little like seating area outside the hotel sometimes. Work's been chill for the most part, and like they're like I think I've told all of you guys and everyone else in our podcasting fans in the parking lot for my hotel there is a 2-story restaurant so the second story is a bar area, and so like obviously, I'm still being safe, wearing my mask. You know, I'm here on a work trip. I can't just go willy-nilly like, who don't care? Like, no, like COVID's real and you got to be careful. But like, so I still wear my mask. So I still wear my mask and like I'm careful and stuff like that. But like, I'm able to go socialize. I've made friends with a majority of the staff at this restaurant, and so like
making friends with bartenders and stuff. That's what I've been doing too.
So it's like so Jordan, I disagree. It's at least for me, I don't have a problem making friends as an adult. Like I actually was cool. I went out with some of the staff who works there last night, and two of them I got to witness two of them having best friend tattoos. That was pretty funny. So also there's a lot. I did not. I was so tempted to get a tattoo. Like one of the random guys who
but it wasn't
like,
free.
Dude.
But it wasn't free.
Yes, Jordan.
Said it. Amazing. Jordan, I knew what's up.
Actually, what's funny is like one of the guys there who works. I was like, dude, best friend tattoos? Like, nah, man, I don't have one yet. It's not my first. I'm all like, all right. If you would have said yes, I would have been down. So I
think Krager is all. I think Krager is all in on his new living situation. He already has the Georgia shirt and all.
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of Georgia fans there, so I was watching the game there. I'm all like, it was $10 at Walmart. Why not?
You're an imposter.
I am, and I'm going to be playing.
Imposter. Hey,
I'm going to play Among Us tonight.
You should be walking around in your USC shirt.
Yeah, brother.
Who cares?
You're a phony.
Yeah, but he doesn't want the crime to affect him.
I wore my Dodger jersey to the bar out here, and everyone's a Braves fan, and they all booed me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like it was definitely a little bit like awkward, like watching because I was watching the Dodgers games at the bar, and like I'd like every time the Dodgers something good, I'd be like yes, and like I didn't realize how weird it is. I've never watched a Dodgers game not in California, and like when you like yes, and everyone's looking at you like you just like said the F word, you're like oh sorry.
I have practice.
Well,
remember, I lived in San Francisco.
Remember, you're not in California anymore. You may not get in a fight just for wearing the opposite team's shirt.
It's true. They won't punch you for that.
I was going to say all the local grocery stores out here give you 10% off on game day if you wear a Dallas Cowboys jersey. So I'm thinking of buying the most random person, like the kicker or something, just like the cheapest, most stupid person's jersey for Dallas Cowboys just to wear to get my 10% off.
I have a buddy who can hook it up with jerseys for like $50 or $60 and like the super high quality ones.
Oh no, I'm like talking about going to the thrift shop and getting like an $8 one.
Do that too.
But what happens when the Cowboys are playing the Broncos that Sunday?
Then you burn it.
I haven't even watched football this season, so I
You're
don't know.
not
I've just been
missing much.
Nope,
you're really not.
Like I said, I'm getting more into the world sport of soccer.
Soccer's rad.
so-
Love soccer.
Yeah, I just went to last weekend. We went to the FC Dallas. I guess they're the Texas Hooper Bowls or something. I don't know.
Stupid.
Getting
Stupid,
back,
but we went to a
the,
game.
Getting back to the Patreon question, I don't miss anything about California. I saw my friends on Friday. I saw my friends on Saturday. I had In-N-Out on Friday. I had Mexican food yesterday. I went to Pocock yesterday. I saw all my friends for Halloween parties this past 2 weeks. California's great. And you could get on the playa with Corona.
Hey Joe, how's the
Joe just sound
podcasting
like-
experience for you?
Yeah, what's it like?
Well, other than realizing I need a new computer, other than that, podcasting has been great. I do prefer it when we're all in a room. I don't know.
Me too.
I like the chemistry better when we're all in a room, that we feed off each other better. But I mean, this still works. It is what it is.
Yeah, it works for what it is. Yeah. You do what you got to do. The other option is stopping, and I don't think we want to do that. So
Exactly.
we make it work. All right, so here's the next question from the Brew interviews, and I'm assuming this is from Robbie. It says, so it's not a spooky question, which is good because, I mean, we're in November now, but he was thinking about movie franchises today and thought about Pirates of the Caribbean and what our opinions are on the franchise. He says, I really enjoy the first couple, but even as they went on, I enjoyed them all. They may not be the best acting or production, but they always had an excellent music score, and I never walked away bored from those movies.
Isn't it the same music score
what do
from
you
like the
guys
first one?
Yeah, which is funny because for our Patreon content, our Patreon content is recovering a movie called Dylan Dog, Dead of Night, and the same composer for that movie composed Pirates of the Caribbean and the Curse of
Can't
Black
tell the
Pearl.
difference.
So, tie in. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise?
First one's really good. Second one's okay. Third one sucks. Fourth one sucks. Fifth one unwatchable. And
I like the fourth one.
no. And no. The first one's cool. You're like, yay. And then somehow
I've been on
tricks
this
Johnny
ride.
Depp into, oh, yeah, yes, 100%. It's like,
I feel like Cam's
it's
description
the
of
whole
like
thing.
the
And then-
numbered movies is like how someone when they have too many kids, they're like first one's great, second one's all right, third one's good, fourth, fifth one can't stand them.
yeah. Also, yeah, maybe. And the, yeah, I don't know, man. Like it's you liked the part where he's stuck on the beach with all those crabs.
Well, that was the third one. I didn't say I liked the
that
third
part
one. I
also
said the
sucked.
fourth one was good.
Oh, they're all the same. See, Joe and I are right. It's just the same ride. It's all the same thing, and it's Johnny Depp playing the same character that he has for the last 20 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm fine with it.
100%.
And it's
I 100% agree with Cam. First one's great. Second one's okay. All the rest of them after that, no interest in them at all. I saw the third one.
It's
I saw the
a,
last one. I'm like, why am I even watching these?
I don't
It's
even
a
want to watch the first one
non-elf-
because I might like it. I might not like it now.
Well, it's a non-elf Legolas. I mean, come on. Bootstrap Bill over here.
Yeah, but
Trap Bill.
he's
No?
only in like what, the first three? Is he even in the third one?
I think he's in the
third
first
one.
two,
I don't
and I
think-
think he's in the last one.
He's in the first two. He sails off into the horizon, and that green
Oh,
light
yeah.
flashes, and he becomes the new Davy Jones.
Yeah, I think he comes back at the end.
And then he comes
of
back in
third
the
one, or he
last
comes
one.
in at the
The-
fourth
the-
one or something.
No, he
the
comes
last
into the
one?
last one because
The
from
Dead
the
Men
part I've
Tell No
seen
Tales
from
or
only on
whatever.
TV, because I wouldn't waste real time on that. Like, I think he's the main character's dad or something, and he has like a small bit part, and no one gives two shits.
Yeah,
I think you
Well,
can make the
you know
argument
what?
that you're wasting more time by watching it on TV because of commercials.
that's a very
I
strong.
watched like
argument.
10.
I'm gonna-
You were right.
I'm gonna
I
come-
didn't watch the whole thing. It was like I was flipping through.
Okay.
You know, I'm going to come to what I assume is
Jordan's
Robbie's
lagging.
defense. You know, because this was a well written question, which is why I assume it's Robbie. But it's kind of a Lauren question, so I don't know who asked this. But I'm going to come to their defense, whoever it was, that I own every single one of them on Blu-ray. I liked it enough to buy it, so
Nerd.
I guess that.
I mean, I also
haven't
still own
rewatched
a
'em.
bunch of. I still own a bunch of old shit from my youth that's not cool anymore, but I still have it.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm not even going to say that. All right, moving on to the next question from Tim over at the Subpar 8 Showdown.
You don't know that he's my cousin?
Is he your cousin Tim? What? Heard like he doesn't have something.
Yeah, he doesn't have
missing
a
something.
He doesn't have a butthole.
That's
what?
right. Doesn't have a butthole. That's
Does
right.
that mean he can eat fiber?
He can't. He can't eat fiber.
Oh man, that's a sad existence. All right, so Tim asked us, assuming regular non-COVID Thanksgiving get-togethers were intact, when sitting around the Thanksgiving table with family and extended family, what are the political or societal conversations you refuse to get involved in because there's just no possible positive outcome?
Anything with politics.
Nothing's off limits.
Well, also, what are the ones that, regardless of the outcomes, you will refuse to not get involved in? He also says, be specific, show your work.
For me,
Professor.
To me, nothing's off limits. Mostly because my mom's side of the family are all really dumb, and I just like proving them wrong. It's just like a personal joy of mine. And I remember one time we were going around the table asking, like, I even just stir the pot for fun. I was like in high school.
That's
like making gumbo.
so much.
Yeah. Oh, I know, right, Craig? And then they were like, "What are you thankful for?" And I just said, "Plan B." So I was like 15. So like to me, I don't really care. You know, if I can make my dad and sister laugh, then I win. That's like all that matters.
Well, there you go. I figured that'd be a Cam's response over here.
Bob and play
I pretty much don't bring up anything. I don't bring up anything or say my opinion unless specifically asked upon because I just don't care about giving the effort to explain it.
That's essentially where I stand. The one thing I don't really discuss with anyone for the most part is politics. I think everyone has their own opinion. What do I care what your opinion is? You shouldn't care what my opinion is. Vote the way you want. I don't care.
Well, the thing
what's going to happen is going to happen.
99.9% of the time, no one's asking you your opinion to have their mind changed.
Exactly.
So it's never going to end.
Exactly.
Well,
there's no effort
you
in
know.
putting anything into that conversation because there's no positive outcome that's going to come.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I hate the question when you get married and right away people are like, when are you going to have kids? That's an annoying question.
Man.
Because then I have to sit there and be like, maybe never. So go away.
I'm an asshole. Any of my friends who get married and they're in front of family, I always ask them that just to make their life miserable. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. Because the wife, the girl always gets bright red and she looks at you and you're like, ha ha.
She gets bright red and she looks at you and she goes, "How did you know?"
I have no problem answering that question. I just feel like it's kind of anticlimactic for the person asking. Like, when do you want kids? I'd be like, probably never. They're annoying.
So you're the only one on this podcast who's probably been asked that question at their wedding.
That's true. That's true.
It's like, have you ever been to Disneyland?
I know. Seriously. Like, even today we were walking at like this new park to go and exploring, and there's like this little kid who was throwing a temper tantrum, and we're like, man, that 35 count of condoms at home just isn't enough.
I mean, Jordan, you could just answer that by saying like, yeah, no, we've been practicing for a while, and we still need a few run-throughs before we get it right.
Practice makes perfect. Yeah, for sure.
Oh
for
my
sure.
god, yes. But yeah,
It's like getting a free. It's like getting a free ticket to Disneyland only to get the bill for it 9 months later.
Yes.
Krieger, what about you? What do you stay away from?
I mean, I'm not really huge into politics. I grew up very religious. Like, I'm pretty sure my certain family members lean very red. But
That's the blood of Jesus, right?
yeah, it's the wine. But I'm very much in the middle. Like I think on most things, like kind of like if they would just meet in the middle, it would come out better. And like I think the left and the right push too far away from each other, where it's just now we have this huge, terrible dichotomy. And I purposely do not educate myself on a lot of political stuff, which saying that probably could give me some heat, but it's just it's there's a lot about politics.
Almost gave you heat.
Yeah, but like, you know me,
Cam the jalapeno.
but no,
He
it's
just meant that
also,
he's in heat right now.
I am, yeah.
No, but like, I don't know. politics don't frustrate me that much because I believe the way our government's run right now, it is so difficult for anything really to get done until we make some major changes. So yeah, it's all just a bunch of money hungry bullshit.
I liken it to tug of war. I feel like you go a little bit this way, and then inevitably you start going a little bit this way.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of how it is right now because all we have are two ways to go. So it's kind of like, anyway, I don't want to get too deep into it, especially because Cam is going to have like an aneurysm if he has to explain things to people.
I'll end on
and
this.
That's also not the point of this cast.
I don't think our country...
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, we're not a political podcast. I'm not a political person. I just purely think that we need to have some kind of a 3-party system because I don't think 2-party system is cutting it.
Yeah, 3 sons.
That
why 3? Let's stop 4, 5, maybe even 6. Why stop there?
Yeah,
well,
get all the parties.
This should be a good rule of thumb for government. There should be more parties than there are people on this podcast. Anyway, that's enough baseless talking from 3 people minus Cam.
Yeah, I gotta say,
about politics.
when we don't have Cam playing bass on the podcast, it kind of sucks.
Cam's keeping his mouth shut. He's got squinty eyes because he's judging us all. He has CNN flashbacks just replaying in his brain right now to yell at us. But we're moving on to Stoked on this.
Yeah.
I think we all know what Cam's stoked on this is.
I'm purposely stifling Cam right now.
He's filling up bustering.
He looks like he's gonna blow up. You good there, Cam?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just swallowing my pride. Let's go.
All right, there we go. Let's move on to Stoked on this.
Why we haven't heard or seen it, there is something to perceive. A novel type and hype, give us something to believe on. When they chose to focus emphasis, we're forming a hypothesis. But all we really know is that we're stoked on this, stoned on this, stoked on this.
All right, guys, this is where we talk about what we're stoked on this week or month, because it's been a while, in pop culture or life in general. Cam, let's start with you. What are you stoked on?
I'm stoked on quite a few things. Now that I've really settled into my job, I got promoted to course lead and curriculum expert. So I am currently designing and just sent in the entire curriculum for the film program at my school.
Sweet.
So I'm in charge of that, which is really daunting, but
Congrats,
really challenging. Dude. Thank you, but it's really cool because now the program is way better. And then my beautiful girlfriend Corey is going to be here in 3 days, which I need bad.
It makes moving to a new place way more bearable when you have your
I've
best
been by
friend
myself
there.
for like 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So like it's pretty brutal. And then I don't know, just some really cool important stuff happened like a day ago.
It's not like it's
not
going to
from this
affect us
podcast
for 4
coming
years
out.
or anything.
No. When this podcast come out Wednesday, about four days ago.
By then,
about 4 days ago.
Someone who shall remain nameless, that it does look like an Oompa Loompa, whatever, may have created a toilet paper barricade in his office.
That's what it looks like. He's like making like a weird little like paper mache toilet paper shit stain. Like, but I'm really happy about that because human rights won. Joe Biden recognized transgender people on national TV for the first time in that capacity, saying they're important. So to me, the reason I bit my tongue before is just I feel like this is just a big win for humans more so than anything else.
Can I ask you a question? Because Go ahead. I got a question real quick here, and it's a really important question because I didn't watch a lot what was going on. I kind of checked my phone every now and then to see where the numbers were, but I didn't
watch it
news.
every single day, 24/7.
And I noticed
not
that,
healthy.
and I wanted to ask you. Because this was just bugging me so much. At any point did they start playing "I'm Blue Dabba Dee Dabba Die"? When the state started changing color.
It was as soon as Arizona reported that Joe Biden took the lead. And they said,
did they play
they said
Blue?
blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything was blue for him and himself, and everybody around got nobody to listen to. That's what they said.
I love it. I love it. It's great.
Why the hell do I
So
remember
intuitive.
that, but I can't do math?
I gotta say, being in Georgia when Georgia turned blue, like, because some of the people that befriended at the bar were definitely were supporting Biden, and like it was crazy, like because I remember I think I told you guys, I'm like, man, if Biden wins, I'm nervous to be in. I think there's gonna be lots of people with guns like rioting and stuff like that, but like no, like it's crazy to see the progressiveness that's going on. Like for me, it's like I'll tell you one thing: did not vote for Trump, but my biggest thing is like I
Voted for Kanye.
Joe Jorgensen.
I didn't.
Joe Jorgensen over here.
I didn't well, because of the going from state to state. I didn't have a chance to vote, unfortunately. But my biggest
Yeah, you did.
Mail in.
yeah, well, I didn't. So I'm sorry.
Absentee.
I'm clearly wearing a tee right now. Cam, God.
Nonetheless, all right. So
No,
so we're gonna
no,
we're gonna,
no, no, no,
we're
no,
gonna,
no,
we're gonna
that's
go
not
over
the
the
point.
person talking politics that didn't vote.
It's parents all over again.
No, oh my God.
It's parents all over again.
Oh my God. The one thing I want to say is like, I've always believed whether you like the president or not, you support them and you pray and hope that they are the best for they're the best for the country and they will make our country better. Didn't work out last time.
You're fighting a losing battle with Cam on that one, Krieger.
No, but I'm not talking about the past one. I'm talking about like this one. I truly hope that our country will become better because of this. And like, no matter what anyone says or believes, like, I just want our country to be better and more inclusive. And I want this to be a positive. And I hopefully that we keep moving forward. That's the biggest thing for me.
And you know how you do that? You vote, everyone. All right, moving forward.
Krieger, I don't blame you one bit. You can do whatever you want. So, what's your stoked on this, Krieger?
Oh my God! Why are you picking on me?
Do you not have a stoked on this?
I
This
do.
is the easy question.
I do. The freaking.
Would you like
have
to go
something
first,
funny.
Krieger?
The Dodgers won the freaking World Series.
Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't have a podcast before that happened.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was
there you go.
It was
that was going to be
amazing.
part of my stoked on this as well.
Yeah,
We had the
that's part of
Dodgers
mine.
win,
And
we had
also
the Lakers win.
and Tennessee voted the most for Kanye West.
Wow, of course.
Oh man,
10,600 people voted for Kanye West here.
Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous.
that's crazy.
So, Krieger, is that your only
fish.
stoked on this?
No, like I'm stoked that like I'm making a lot of money out here. I'm not stoked I'm spending a lot at the bar. I'm really
I was like,
stoked.
man, I'm gonna save so much, and then every night I'm like, $40 tab. That's nothing. Super easy.
You know, it's like Kim gets it. Like, I'm a very social person, so like sitting in a hotel
Same,
is
yeah.
not fun. So like having in walking distance, I can go have a couple drinks and like I become friends with these people. So I've made some new friends, so it's nice. And also like I'm getting to support them, so that's also nice too. But what I'm also really stoked on is last weekend I got to go see Cole for the first time in over a year. I got to see Cam for the first time since like the summer, and we just had a great time.
It was an awesome Halloween.
Yeah, that's great. It's always fun when you get to hang out.
Oh, and
It took us like
all right.
60. It took us like a full hour to get a bonfire going.
Oh my God, that was funny. And I almost killed myself.
Yeah, Krieger did almost kill himself.
But also one last thing.
We saw beavers.
I didn't because I had an edible.
Yeah, Krieger had an edible and drinks, fell asleep in his chair. And earlier, he and I, when it was night, we were like, what is that big splash in like Cole's Lake? And so we were like, whoa, what is this? And so we were like, is that a beaver? Yeah, probably. But like our lights weren't bright enough.
Yeah.
And so eventually Krieger's edible kicked in all the way and he fell asleep in his chair and was snoring. And then people would be like, hey, Krieger. And he'd be like, yeah, I heard it. And then go back to sleep.
Very accurate.
FOMO, even when he's high.
When I
like
get
this huge-
the ganjas, it just makes me a sleepy little boy.
Yeah, and then we heard this big like splash in the water really close, and we were like, "What the hell is that?" And so everyone pulled their flashlights out, and we could see like two beavers, and one of them was huge, like this massive beaver, looked like the size of like my dog Olive back home. And
What?
I went over all nice to wake up Krieger because I knew he'd be excited to see the beavers. And I was like, hey, Krieger, wake up, man. And he goes, when? And I was like, there's beavers. And he goes, yeah, I saw him. I was like, no, you didn't. Come on, let's go. And then he woke up and stood up. And he just stood with his hands in his pockets and just looked at the lake, but like had no flashlight near him. And he was just like, Yep. And then that was it. That was my whole experience at Krager at nighttime.
I don't remember that at all.
It was amazing.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Craig, what's your other stoked on
The
this? that
last
you got?
one is the Chargers' 6th overall pick, Justin Herbert, is tearing up the league, and the future looks bright for the Chargers.
Yeah, that's why they're the bottom of the division. All right, Joe, what's your stoked on this?
Who's getting thrown by the Atlanta Falcons? Yeah, that's right.
That's nothing to brag about.
Joe,
Falcons are trash.
Yeah, and they're beating another trash team.
that beat the other trash team last week.
Yeah, by 7 points, like a regular style touchdown.
So I have a few
right,
things
Joe.
for
Yes.
what the hell is this thing called? Well, you already know what one of them is. Stoked on this. Mandalorian has officially come out. We have already had
So
2
good.
episodes of it. That first episode,
I have.
That was one of the best episodes I've ever seen.
episode
episode was so
2 took a big number 2 in my
Wait.
opinion.
don't say anything because I still haven't actually seen episode 2
Oh,
yet.
then don't.
As of
we won't
recording
spoil
this.
anything.
I think it was good. That's all I'm going to say is I think it was good, but it wasn't episode 1.
It was different.
As Krager said, this October proved very fruitful for LA. Laker championship, Dodgers World Series. Yay.
Yep.
Mandalorian has come out. Another thing, Krager is the one who actually told me about this app, but got super hooked super hooked on it. You can see where my mind's going. The app Among Us, that game. Have any of you played it?
Game.
Yup.
No,
I downloaded it, and then
didn't.
I was like, "Hey, I got to learn a new game." No,
I played it with the professional casual crew on their Twitch stream. It was actually a lot of fun.
That game is so much fun. It's great to get
Is
an
it
I'm
argument
not
really?
good
with
at
people.
lying.
It's actually pretty fun.
Cam, you would
do
actually
love
the
arguing
game
with
because it's
strangers.
all about
Oh, yeah.
arguing and lying.
Yeah,
Yeah, which you were good
it's
at.
right
really
up
good
Cam's
at
alley.
I'm really good at that, yeah.
Right up Cam's alley for sure.
Yeah, just, what's Cam really good at? Arguing with people and lying straight to their face.
Oh, Joe,
There you go.
I'm gonna
What does
play
that
with
say
all the.
about me?
Joe, I'm gonna play with all my 2K friends tonight. If you want to hop in,
You have
Yeah,
2,000
just
friends?
send me the code and I'll join in and let me know when
we'll
you're
also
playing.
we'll all be in a party on Xbox talking and playing on our phones. So I'll hit you up when we do it.
Oh, okay. I don't have my Xbox here, but that's I'll still type in.
Hey, Jordan, do you want me to send you a link to
Unless
the
I could do
porn
it
I'm
going to
watch?
Krager.
Yeah, we'll watch it together. We'll go 3, 2, 1, and hit, and then we'll
hit play.
discuss. Yeah.
Don't forget to
And
clap
so then
for the
after
slate.
about... Yes.
Yeah, and after, man, that form is so good. She must have done belly stretches beforehand.
Right, and I would say that was the best 30 seconds of content I've ever watched.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Another
Joe, are
thing-
you done, or you still got more?
I have 2 more things. This is for Joe Gennaro since he is a big fan of this for some reason. Did you see that Jared Leto's Joker is joining the Snyder Cut?
I
did
did.
hear
The
about
Snyder
that.
cut is no longer a director's cut. It's literally like a whole
It's like a new movie. Yeah.
Yeah,
whole
it's not even
new
a
world.
remnant of it anymore.
Oh, speaking of Joe Gennaro, I wrote a punk song for his intro for his movie reviews segment.
I heard it.
nice.
It's great because
Awesome.
I'm on his rundown reviews coming up here soon.
Oh,
so
awesome.
I got
So
to
you
hear
got
it.
to
It's
hear it.
super cool. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be on one of those
so
ones
check
soon.
me out.
Also, Cam, I heard you throwing some shade at the rest of us when you were on his Halloween episode.
Great. Who's Hollow? Oh, what did I say?
Yeah, what
You're like, yeah, I think it was something along the lines of like, yeah, I'm the only one from the Wreck My podcast who, like, has any cool like paranormal stories because everyone's like really lame and vanilla over there. So,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's true, though.
But Krager had a story.
yeah, nerd.
Oh, man, I also totally listened to the podcast.
Yeah, totally. I like how Cam, you know what your problem was on that recording? You left. Did you use GarageBand to record it?
I recorded it into my cell phone.
Okay, I think that you had like a metronome on or something.
No, do you know what it was? My
Clock?
my
You have a
dishwasher
grandfather clock?
was going.
I think you need to get your dishwasher looked at, bro.
Yeah, no, it's because I had like a weird. I had to like cram in a stock pot because I want a chili cook off. Like I was making
by the
chili,
way,
making a practice chili.
congratulations, dude.
Oh,
that's
thanks,
badass.
man. Yeah, California boy went to
Dude.
the South, won a chili cook-off.
Dude, you made some chili. It was like a year ago, and it was oh my god, it was like sex in my
you
mouth.
brought me some. It was good.
Yeah,
it was so good.
This one's different. This one, I marinated I made it with ribeye, and so I marinated it with like a nitro stout and garlic and Worcestershire, and then I hard seared it and cold smoked it in a mix of pecan wood and maple wood with cumin.
Oh my gosh,
Maplewood. I love Maplewood.
I just
Yeah,
went for
I
6 to
wrecked,
12 right
I
there.
wrecked them.
So good. Joe, are you done with your Stoked on this?
I just have one last one, and it's simply just to stay
Good Lord.
relevant. But it's my last Stoked on this. It's simply just to stay relevant. I see a beaver like every night, so what's the big deal?
Ayo, ladies
I
and
haven't
gentlemen.
seen a beaver in ages.
He is a ladies' man.
It's been a while since I've
All
seen
right,
a beaver, boys.
I'll do mine real quick here. So Pokemon Heartgold and Soulsilver are going to be coming to Nintendo Switch most likely next year,
Cool.
which is going to be super cool. It's one of my favorite Pokemon games. Love it. Animaniacs comes to Hulu
Yes.
new season November 20th. Trailer
Can't wait.
was fire. Had me laughing.
So
Love
good.
it. So good. Oscar Isaac just announced as Moon Knight, one of my
Yeah, I
most
saw
favorite
that.
underrated superheroes ever, and I love Oscar Isaac. He's great. And not to mention, we just got announced that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition's coming out
Yes!
spring of next year, which I'm
so
stoked
excited for that.
But also
That's a
rumors
thing.
of Force Unleashed 3 being made.
What?
I love Force Unleashed,
Whoa.
so if they make a third one, I will be very happy.
Yeah, that
So
franchise is great.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go LucasArts.
I'm a scat man.
All right, so we're going to go into trivia now because I am the champion. The Scat Man is the champion, and I have my championship.
Also, I gotta pee. So talk amongst yourselves for about like a minute.
Okay, you go pee. Cam, where is is the championship with you?
It's at my
still,
house.
Or where did we leave the champion? Oh,
It's at
your
Joe's house. Yeah. I was like, I'm not
So
going to
I-
bring this all the way to Tennessee.
So I
I
printed
asked
this
you
out.
you could
and,
because it
amazing.
is yours.
I know, and I said I don't want to.
So you know what's cool too is you guys have seen that I'm a part of the Power Hour Pro Wrestling company now.
Yeah, I like your
It's a
promos,
virtual wrestling. It's a virtual wrestling company, and my character just won the heavyweight championship. First person to win the championship in company history. And I've been cutting promos every week on my competitors, and so go check out our Instagram if you want to see me cutting promos. But the last promo I did when I won, I printed out a picture of like a cheesy title, and I wrote like "wrecked" on it and everything. I'm like, I am the inaugural champion. I wrecked the competition.
That's so good.
So,
it's so dumb.
and-
I approve.
And I beat Charlie Shaw. I beat him on the way to
Nice.
winning the championship. So screw you, Charlie. You can't take this down.
yeah.
You may
Way to
be
go.
you may be a genius in the kitchen, but you are not a genius in the ring. Let me tell you,
Dang.
Charlie.
Dang.
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 Dang. Dang. Dang.
Dang.
Hey Joe, how's that Corona
dang,
treating you?
Dangity dang, dangity dang, dang, dangity dang. Well, I'm no longer on the
Dang,
beach
dang.
because I finished it, so I need to go get another one so I can rejoin the beach, the playa.
You should get a Coors so you can go up to the mountains.
Nah, I like the playa.
Nah, the playa. All right, so Kreger is bringing us trivia this week because he lost a month ago when we did this.
I know.
What
And
is
I have the
what
money
is
in the bank
trivia
as
on?
well, and I could have turned it in, but
oh,
oh well.
I don't.
I'm glad you
remember. All
didn't
right,
because
so
I
what's
don't have the
trivia on?
suitcase here with me to read the question.
Oh. Alrighty. So, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do some Macon, Georgia trivia because that's where I'm at and no one knows anything about that. But turns out there's not even enough facts about Macon, Georgia to come up with trivia. So,
Who would have thought?
So, since I have no idea when we're doing the next around roundtable, I'm all like, let's
Interaction?
jumpstart some Thanksgiving trivia.
Oh, dang.
Thanksgiving.
Yes, sirree, Bob. All right. Y'all ready?
Oh, we're ready.
Sure.
Okay. So, question number 1. Where did the first U.S. harvest feast of Thanksgiving take place?
Cam. Plymouth.
That is
Plymouth.
correct.
Yeah.
I totally knew that, but I did not listen to the first half of the question.
That is about as Joe as it gets. What Native American was honored at the first Thanksgiving feast?
Cam. Squanto.
Ah, he's right, damn it.
Wow. Yes, he is correct. It is Squanto.
So ridiculous.
I don't know how you have all these memories, but anyways.
It's before I started smoking pot.
All right, number 3. What type of meat was served at the first Thanksgiving feast?
Cam.
Oh, the first Thanksgiving. Cam.
Eel pie.
That is incorrect.
It is correct.
No, eel was served at the first Thanksgiving.
Well, that's not what my thing. It's not. That's a pie. I'm saying what was the meat served at the first Thanksgiving?
Eel pie. It's a way to serve meat.
Jordan, is it
Like shepherd's
duck?
pie.
No, it is not duck.
Can I get these multiple choice?
Yes. So we have buffalo, turkey, venison, and chimkins.
Cam.
Joe.
If Joe doesn't get it.
Joe.
Venison.
That is correct.
And also eel pie.
Yeah, but I guess technically eel is not the traditional idea of meat as we know it from a land animal.
It's
I guess.
delicious on your
It's a-
sushi.
It's a meat. It's meat.
It's
Well-
it's the venison of the sea.
Well, Cam, you already have 2 points, so you're fine. Alrighty. Question number 4.
Tell him that when he loses by 1 point.
I highly doubt he's losing this one after the first couple questions. Number 4. What famous Christmas song was originally written for Thanksgiving? A.
Jordan. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
No, but I wish it was true. All right.
Darn.
All right. A. Little Drummer Boy. B. Jingle Bells. C. Silent Night. Or D. Let
Cam.
It Snow. Cameron.
Cam. Silent night.
You should stay quiet over there because you are wrong.
Oh.
So not just
Can I get the multiple choices again?
Little Drummer Boy, Jingle Bells, and Let It Snow.
I don't think it's Jingle Bells, so I'm going to go with Let It Snow.
You should have gone with the other one because it was Jingle Bells. You suck.
Dang it.
Yes.
Oh man.
Alrighty, number.
All right, let's move it along now.
Yeah, move it on because we don't mind saying things because they're still funny and we don't let things die.
No, I don't even care about saying moving on. I just mean
We've been doing this forever. All right. What day is Thanksgiving holiday observed in the United States?
Cam.
Joe.
A, the third. Cameron. Then Joe.
It's the 4th Thursday of November.
That is correct. Did not
Wow.
make these hard. Number 6. What traditional eating utensil was not used at the first Thanksgiving? We have a spoon. We have a fork.
Chopsticks.
We have a knife. And we have fingers.
Joe.
Jordan. And then Joe.
I'm gonna say a spoon.
That is a good answer, but still it is wrong. Joe.
Okay.
Cam.
I'm going to say a knife.
Once again, you are not right. Cam.
I'm going to say a fork.
That is the most obvious answer, and it is correct.
Yeah.
How is that the most obvious answer? I
Yeah.
thought they would have had a fork before a spoon.
I disagree.
No, spoon was invented first.
That is correct.
Lame.
And
The
what
fork
do you need a
was
knife for? Just use your teeth.
The fork was introduced 10 years later by Governor
Wait a minute.
Winthrop.
They have a knife, but they don't have a fork?
Yeah, because you have to use a
Yeah,
knife
do you
to
know how- it's
let
it's-
blood and
it's
cut things.
Simple, like just look at a knife. It's really easy to make a knife. A lot harder to make a fork back in those times. Nerd.
Yeah.
Number 7. How many pilgrim women survived to celebrate the first Thanksgiving? This is a little bit morbid
69.
now that I look back on it. A, 8. B, 50. C, 28. Or D,
Jordan.
4. Jordan.
8.
That is incorrect. Cam, did you say your name?
No, Joe said
okay,
it next.
I know I heard Joe. I didn't know if Cam said it or not either. Okay, go. Joe.
No, I did not.
8 is incorrect.
4.
That is correct and very morbid.
Yeah, that's really sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
Yeah.
They all like
after,
super died of
reread-
exposure.
Rereading this, I'm all like, that was not a smart question to pick.
Well, actually, it might not be that morbid. Did only 5 women go over?
Yeah,
That's true.
a lot more did.
I didn't look into that. All right, number 8. Yes, moving on. How many calories are there in the average Thanksgiving dinner? We have 4,500. We have 6,000. We have 1,500.
Joe.
And we have 3,000. Joe, then Jordan.
4,500.
That is correct. What is the score? Hoard on.
3 for Joe, 4 for Cam, 1 for Krager, 0 for the creator.
Tyler?
Oh, the creator.
Yes. Jordan, the creator. So yeah, if Joe gets another one right, we're tied for Cam and Joe.
Which of the following NFL teams traditionally are hosted annually on Thanksgiving Day?
Cam. The
We have
Detroit
the New
Lions
York
and Dallas
Giants.
Cowboys.
Cameron. The Dallas Cowboys is correct. I was going to be shocked if
That
you got
was
this one
seriously
wrong.
an option that you put in there? Everyone knows the Cowboys play every Thanksgiving. They shouldn't have even been
Yeah,
included.
but that's why he's saying it's not that hard.
Yeah, this one wasn't that
I
hard.
guess that's true.
Yeah,
I
you could
even
have
know that,
easily
and
won
I'm a
this one.
professional wrestling
Yeah.
fan.
I was like, I'm going to leave this one in because anyone can get this one. Everyone knows it.
All right,
I'm
so
a
we got
fair
one
and
question
just
left, but
host.
Cam's going to win no matter what.
What was the first department store to hold a Thanksgiving parade?
Cam.
Joe.
Macy's.
Incorrect, Cameron. Joe. Oh my god.
J.C. Penney's.
That is one of the options, but it is incorrect. So, Jordan, we have Gimbals, JCPenney, Steinger's, and Macy's. So, between Steinger's and Gimbals.
What was the first one?
Gimbals.
Kimball's.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did not get the
because
broom.
it's an elf, isn't it?
Yep.
Hey, I did. Yeah, I'm not a troll. But anyway, Cam won. Ding, 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 ding. Here, virtually take this from me.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah, there you go. Got over there. All right, so I'm going to be bringing trivia next time. When that next time is, I don't know, because our schedule is so off for Around
Yeah,
the
it's
Round
great.
Table. It's great. It just shows up whenever we decide it shows up. But anyway, that's the show, guys. We're running a little long, so I'm going to plug it up here real quick. Follow us at Instagram. And just Instagram. I don't really do Twitter anymore. Just follow us on Instagram. Go check us out on YouTube. Give us a rating or a review. Review gets you a sticker. We have an Amazon link you can use on wreckmypodcast.com. We have a Redbubble store. We have a Patreon. We're sponsored by a million people. We have an episode themed on specific topics coming out every other Wednesday. I think next week we're going to be doing The Shining. And thank you to my guests for being here. And thank you to our listeners, because without you, we have no reason to hang out on a glitchy platform and talk to each other. All right.
Yeah.
We'll see you all
Bye, I
next
love you.
time.
Bye, I
Like, and I love you all.
Go Bulldogs.
On the
Oh,
same
I forgot to
recording
tell you guys,
here.
I got to try the Yingling Hershey's beer yesterday.
Oh, how was it?
It was okay.
Quick question.
100%
Do you,
okay.
do you want me on this? I did not watch this movie.
Shocker.
You can if you want. It's if you have something better to do, then you don't have to.
I mean, I'm just going to grab the beer.
Yeah, just hang out. Just like throw in little quips here and there. Yeah, I only got to watch the first hour because of fucking I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to
Why don't you just download the file
Yeah.
I try. Well, see, the thing is, on my phone, the internet is too shitty here. I tried on my Xbox, but it just downloaded the same. Because on my phone, it said download 700 something megabytes. And on my Xbox, it said download 600 something. So I think on the Xbox, it was only going to download the hour version as opposed to the hour and 40-minute version.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know how to help you, man. It
Well, no,
works
because
fine
like, this
for
happened
me.
before. So I don't. I mean, and what sucks is like I even
Why don't
like
you use your computer to download?
So I googled like ways to buy and watch it, and it said on iTunes. And I went on iTunes like, oh, this is no longer available. I'm like, so you can't? I can't even pay money to finish the last 40 minutes anywhere. Like I tried.
Well,
I legitimately tried.
Well, also, don't ever pay money to watch crap like this.
Well, I've actually. What's funny is I've actually seen parts of this before. Like I was like, oh, I've seen this.
Oh,
and it was.
You knew this movie,
but I don't remember the end. Like it was more like felt like deja vu watching it. Like I like foggily remember. Like I remember when he wakes up in the shopping cart and is like, oh, why do I have a black arm? I'm all like, racism.
Should we just start when Joe pops in?
Cam, I talked to you soon. You're gonna beat me in fantasy now. It looks like.
Really?
Yeah. How the turntables. Oh, because I decided to play Derek Carr, and he has negative 0.04 points.
Oh, hey, good. Krager, are you feeling a little dizzy? Because that's the tables turning.
Ooh, got it.
Yuck!
Yeah.
You think this is a yucking game?
Oh my God! All right, let's start this episode without Joe because I don't want to sit here any longer. All right, Heidi Ho. Oh, hang on, never mind. He's showing up now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Let's do a one. Joe is here.
What,
dude? I didn't.
Maybe he's at Kate's.
Joe, your
maybe he's at
microphone
Kate's
isn't working. Oh, is that why you're at Castaic, Joe? Because I looked it up. I'm like, Joe's not even at his house right now. Where is he?
He's probably at Kate's.
Your microphone isn't picked. 1, 2, 3.
Oh
you
my
lagged
gosh.
right when that happened.
Krager
so
is so far behind.
You lagged right when it did that. So like it was like 3. I'm all
Okay,
like,
let's do it again.
when's it gonna say clap?
Okay, let's do it again then. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. That's a little better. Not by much, but a little. All right. I'm going to bring us into a round table.
I don't read any news, and I'm fine, and I'm happy.